Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this week's edition of I Got the Runs, where we do a quick flashback to this week's Flash episode.
The answer to last week's flashback is Walter West was the Black Flash. We started the episode off with Iris trying to raise up on Barry. Talk about Barry. You should have told me that you dropped Nora back into the future. And Barry's like, bitch, this is my house. I pay the light bills. I turn the cable and turn the lights out. He's like, I sent this bitch away because I can't trust her. But Barry, we are the Flash. I'll see you run around the city. I'll see you with the steps like I got. Bitch gonna run and make me a sandwich. He said it like that, but he kind of meant it. So Iris goes thumbs off with a huffy. This is the first time we actually respect Barry because, she lied to y'all. But then all they got thrown away because Sherlock Wells is there. He's like, yo, what's the next move? Everybody looks at Wells. You did enough, Wells. You snitched. So Wells is like, wait a minute. Wait a goddamn minute. I tried to tell y'all, but y'all was like, I don't want to hear because Nora is the golden child and she shits Skittles and rainbows. And when y'all finally learn the truth, all y'all gonna turn against me, man, fuck this, I'm out. Wells gonna pack his shit because he gotta go back to his Earth. Meanwhile, Icicle shows up at a lab and steals something, blah, 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 we don't care. So, Iris does what Iris does best. She jumps stupid and decides to take her raggedy ass to the future to go find Nora. And you know she's taking Raph old rinky dink ass with her because he ain't got nothing to do in the storyline, so why not? Meanwhile, back in this time, my boy Icicle comes back to the place that he robbed in the beginning of the scene to kidnap both Caitlin and her mama. And in the process, beats the shit out of Barry. It's sad at this point. You the fastest man alive, but you still get comboed by simple shit. Doris is back at Thawne in the future, trying to figure out how to get back to the past so she can see her daddy. And Thawne is like, you don't want to run back in time the way I did, because I didn't choose the thug life. You don't want to end up like me. And she's like, but no, I need to see my daddy. And at this time, Iris walks her monkey ass up in there like, hey, yo, what's up? I know your daddy is tripping, but we can be cool. We can be best friends. You see, Iris come from the generation where mamas try to be friends with their kids instead of beating their ass. Nora flips the fuck out, gets angry, and just runs into the Speed Force. Back in this time, so Icicle kidnaps Caitlin and her mama because he want to create an ice pack. You know, a harem of ice bitches. Because he stole the serum and he's going to trick them all out to have a family of ice power people. And then Barry shows up and tries to save him. Killer Frost breaks out her shackles. Her daddy start fighting. Barry goes and saves her mama. That's when Cicada shows up and beats Barry's ass. One hitter quitter. Killer Frost, for all that mouth, she can't back it up. She shows up, come get some. I got ice powers and 2 blades. What you gonna do about it, Cicada? You know what Cicada did? She walked off in her ass. She crit walked. She made sandwiches. She made a home. She started a family inside of Killer Frost's ass. That's exactly what she did. Killer Frost sitting there on the pavement, shivering and fucking shaking. As a matter of fact, she was getting her ass beat so bad, her daddy had to run in to save her, ended up getting killed. At the end of the episode, we find out that Killer Frost's mama now has the ice power gene in her, and apparently Nora has gone evil. The Savage Award in this episode goes to Cicada because Cicada, she came to play. She just beat the shit out of everybody and left. The Doodle Award in this episode goes to Iris because, let me get this straight. You get mad at Barry because he did something without telling you, and within 5 seconds, do the same shit. Oh, and Nora gets it too because really an evil Nora and we supposed to buy that shit? I barely buy the fact that she's a grown woman. Now it's time for this week's flashback. Who created the Flash comic book? Thank you guys for joining us for this episode of I Got the Runs. Like and subscribe. This episode was slightly better Then the last ones, you know, I'm getting a little hope right now, but you know what happens when I start to hope for this show? They shit on me. Everybody look around. We got plenty of stuff you guys to see, but until next time.